Jefferson climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness!
Welcome one, welcome all to another Summer League slate, a 4-gamer today, Kurt. We just had a 4-game early slate that is wrapping up now. I'm looking in prime position right now. Hopefully the members are too. Kurt, how are you doing today? How's the early slate going for you? How's everything been?
It's good. We got a couple at the top. I know I'm top. We got 3 in the top 5 right now. I don't know if that stands, but I know we got some guys coming from. Actually, we got more than that. Yeah, you're about to catch us all. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'll just get fucked by the Rubio train. Yeah. If you're gonna lose, might as well lose the Rubes. So
I'm sorry.
Cool.
I didn't realize.
With that being said, it's going good. I cannot believe that like Azubuike kind of got bailed out with him getting 17, but nonetheless, should be a pretty profitable day for all of us. And last night, it kind of felt like everyone just min cashed because I know that's what I did. I cashed every single lineup I did. I cashed, but it was all just min cash. So it was a good bankroll building day. I feel like that was the same for everyone else's because everyone was pretty pleased with it, but there were no like banger screenshots besides one guy who took 3rd in the main. So shout out to him. But ready to get back after again today. This is a lot grosser slate than yesterday. I will say that, but nevertheless, we're gonna find some winners.
It was our boy Mama Rocks who got 3rd, wasn't it?
It wasn't Mama Rocks, was it? No, I would have known that.
Mama Rocks? No, it wasn't. Or was it? I know you're talking about Chosen. I don't know, but. Yeah,
chosen.
What?
Something chosen, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it's King. It's something chosen. But either way, Kurt, we have a nice slate here on tap. 4 games. We're going to go down game by game.
Dad Farrar. Let's go. Far rare. Shout out to him. He's in the chat. Look.
Oh, nice. Dad Farrar. All right. Awesome.
Being chosen.
So first game on tap tonight, we're going to break it down. Then we'll go into underdog props. First game, though, we have is the Memphis Grizzlies, a Memphis Grizzlies team that is absolutely stacked with guys like Kenny Lofton, David Roddy, Jake LaRiva, guys who've gotten minutes in the league, even Vince Williams Jr. and stuff. This is going to be a chalky team to stack, a team that I know you and I are both very high on, and they're going against the Bulls today. Go ahead and start me off with the Memphis Grizzlies, Kurt. What's the like?
Everything. So I think there's kind of 2 paths if you're doing multi-field stuff. If we don't get news, I think you can kind of make one throwaway lineup where you assume like maybe one of these guys set and you're still going to play 2 or 3. So like in that, let's assume one of these guys set. I think Gregory Jackson gets the biggest bump. So you kind of throw him in one for value. But if we assume that everyone plays their normal minutes, I think you got to have 2 of the 3, Kenny Lofton, David Roddy, or Jake LaRavia. I'm not a big Vince Williams guy. He's played one of the 2 games they've had so far, and it was only 23 minutes. So don't really know what's going on there, what that'll be. If he comes out and plays 33 minutes today, I'll probably just punch myself in the face, cuss myself, do my thing. But definitely want 2 of those main 3. I'd probably rank it Roddy, Lofton, Jake LaRavia just because price. But Kenny Lofton has the highest ceiling on the entire slate, so he is very, very, very close to a lock.
Yeah, Kenny Lofton, I mean, we know him as a guy. He won the G League MVP, didn't he, Kurt? So Lofton here is just an absolute stud. I mean, there's no way around him, in my opinion. He's one of my locks on the slate because he's capable of getting 50 in a summer league slate. We saw yesterday. I was actually really surprised with the output. I mean, mainly it was the first game, but even some games later on, like guys were putting up 40-plus DK points, which, it's a 40-minute game. These guys are only playing like 30, 32 minutes at times. Like a lot of the Rockets and Blazers. By the way, what an amazing fucking game that was. Jabari Smith at the buzzer. That was a good game. But Kenny Lofton has potential to get, 40-plus easily. And his PRA on both underdog and stuff like that is 31.5. That's something that's a very fair number. I don't think I'm going to attempt the over or the under there, but it just shows you how good he is. He's got potential to put up 40. David Roddy, established guy, great in college, great for Colorado, wasn't it? And then Colorado State. And then just a good player all around. He's going to be able to score the ball offensively. Kind of reminds me a little bit of AJ Griffin last night. And AJ Griffin was my mistake too, the OMG father.
Yeah, me too.
He was the one that just held me back just a little bit. And I'm worried that Roddy might be just a little bit of a stand and shoot guy. He had a few games under his belt, and he's done very well in them. So I think he's going to be a little bit better than AJ Griffin tonight. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm probably going to have a minimum 2 Grizzlies, LaRiva, Vince Williams, Gilliard. they're just so good. You know the minutes you're going to get. The previous games that they were playing, and I think it was Utah or something, and we know what to expect from them at the very least. And we have their first game, so hopefully we have news too.
Yep, I feel the same way. Frankie Ferrari might start. Is that really his price? Is it really 5,900? You're on mute. But yeah, so that's crazy. That's the only scenario we go to if everyone's ruled out. But yeah, I kind of gave my take on Memphis. Now let's kind of move on. Unless you want something else to add. Just treat them like the Pelicans, guys. Like play those guys. No reason to fade.
Well, their opponent, the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls played yesterday as well. So we know what to expect from them rotation-wise. It's a question of will they sit anyone? No one's really good enough to not play on the back-to-back. None of these guys are like star rookies or anything. Like Sanogo barely played yesterday even. And Dallin Terry, I mean, he shot like 4 for 14 from the field yesterday, but he still put up a decent score. He's going to be the stud. But then you have three guys who were getting rotation minutes, starter minutes, I believe. Freeman Liberty, Justin Lewis, I know both started. I don't know if Nate Darling started, but you can see their projections right here. They're rating high on the point per dollar and everything too. I mean, these are three guys who are probably going to be a little bit popular tonight. Kurt, what are you doing with the Bulls? And what are you doing with those values?
So another skeleton kind of look for me. I want two of those three values. There's not many values that we're 100% sure will play. So we kind of just want to take the safety route, single entry stuff, even large field. They're like, you can until we get some certainty, I would just get weird in like one or two spots, and the rest of the places you kind of just eat that like 40-ish to 50%. I think that's right here. So playing two of the three guys, I'd probably rank it JFL and then Nate Darling because Justin Lewis is just, he was so much more high usage in college, but I will have interest in him, but I'm ranking those two higher. JFL is just a stat stuffer in college. And then Nate Darling looked active as hell yesterday. That guy was just everywhere, Energizer Bunny. So I'll probably rank it like that. And I want at least two of these values because, like I said, we don't know what we'll get. If you want to get weird with other values, you're multi-entering, that's fine. But for single entry stuff, you're only going one in the main, two of these three for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid. And you kind of said it on the earlier slate today. The biggest thing is just having the security that these guys are going to play. And we saw it yesterday. I don't think their roles are going to change either. I just think that you're going to get good options here. And there's not a whole lot of guys later on that are really going to rival them. I mean, we have the projections up, on site as well, so you can see them. This is just team by team for simple talking points. But there's not a whole lot of guys who are 4K like there was yesterday. Like Jabari Walker yesterday. You had David Duke Jr. You had a whole bunch of collection of guys. Even a guy like Blake Wesley. They were all popping. And then that's not really the case here. I mean, you look at it, and all three of these bowls are within the top 10 point per dollar. So definitely good values to have. What are you going to do with Dallin Terry? You might have said it. I just missed it.
No, I've not mentioned it yet. And I don't know. Like, he's going to have every opportunity in the world. I don't think he is a good scorer. Like, he's just not. So with the usage, can he have a pop game and a lot go in and break the slate? Yeah, like if he's hitting shots, he will probably put up like 45 fantasy points, but he's just not a good like scorer, and that kind of hinders him a lot. It's like no matter how many times he shoots. So yeah, little bit of interest in Dallin. He'll be in the pool, but just tough for me to trust. I don't want to chase it. Like I got screwed so early on last summer league chasing these guys like they're shooting 20 times. Well, they can't fucking score, so stop playing them. So I'm not doing that, Dallin Terry. I'm not doing it again. So
all right. So there's the Dallin Terry take. I'm kind of with you. We chase these guys offensively who just aren't good players. I have him at a high projection right now, but I factor in usage a lot of the time, right? And like he had usage yesterday, and he's a guy where we were just having a discussion in the Discord here, Dallin Terry or Jordan Goodwin. I think we can go ahead and bridge that to the next game. No, Phoenix is the game after that one. But Dallin Terry is a guy who I have a higher projection on. We saw 32 minutes yesterday. You know what you're going to get. Does he make the shots or not? But with guys, like around his range, you're probably going to have a very similar projection and probably more talented players, just to be completely honest. But enough of the Bulls, Grizzlies. Let's move on to the next game. We have the Indiana Pacers versus the Washington Wizards. So the Indiana Pacers here have a stacked summer league squad. Benedict Mathurin, Andrew Nembhard, Isaiah Jackson. I mean, these three guys were really, really good last year. Isaiah Jackson had his moments, and he's just an NBA player, a big size, who's going to absolutely crush today in summer league, I think, in the limited minutes that he gets. First round pick Jarris Walker, Oscar Tshiebwe, the absolute UK legend. former Naismith winner as well. But then you have rookies like Isaiah Wong, and then obviously Jarvis Walker and stuff. This is a tough team to predict because there's a lot of guys who can command usage and big minutes that are going to be split most likely.
Yeah. Are we like the thing about that's killing me today is like, are we 100% sure that these guys are even? There's not been a word. Like, are they just practicing with the team? Or are they going to play? It's just been quiet.
As someone who's a Pacers fan, I follow like Scott Agnes is a good follow and stuff. He has not given any indication to think that they're just there to practice. I think they will probably play a couple games. I mean, I think a lot of these guys love basketball. I think the third and hard they just live and die with basketball. I think they're going to play today. Then maybe
what we talked about earlier too was like I think they see 2 games and they sit.
Yes, and that's going to be good enough. I mean, but 9,900, 9,500, Kurt. The value's there with the Bulls, but that's expensive still.
It is a lot, which is why Isaiah Jackson's my favorite by far. It's just much more price efficient. If I am going to play one of the guys up top, it's going to be Benny Mack. I just think he kind of commands the offense more, stuff like that. So that's how I'd rank him. And I would probably Isaiah Jackson will be in my core, which I have to get that up probably here soonish. And then no real interest. That 5th starter that we talked about earlier would kind of be interesting, but like Ben Shepherd 6,900, if it's him, it's gross. The only thing I'd be interested in if it's Kendall Brown, maybe, but it's probably is going to be Shepherd, the draft pick, which is or Isaiah Wong. So, I mean, I kind of wish Isaiah Wong was just flat 4K because the usage, like how much usage can be had. So
that's
not
the thing with this lineup, not a ton, right? Not a ton. So let's go ahead and move on. You heard it here, Isaiah Jackson, your favorite play, and then these 2 guys, probably tournament only just because of price, and then Jarvis Walker. I mean, this is a tough situation, way
too expensive
for DFS.
In past Summer League slates, they would have made Jarius like 5'6", 6'2", so it would tempt us. We don't got to think about it. It's just easy. No, not happening.
100%. And then their opponent today, the Washington Wizards, they're all the way at the top. There we are. This has a couple players. A player that I think got it together toward the end of last year, despite me hating on him, Johnny Davis, and now he's got a very stout projection and a decent price tag. Bilal Koulibaly, the French guard who was a teammate with Wembanyama, 8,700 though. Same way with Jarvis Walker. I mean, if he was 5,600, we'd be, oh yeah. I don't know. That price seems too high. I like DJ Stewart Jr. a lot, but this comes down to starting lineups too. Xavier Cook's an established vet. And then your boy, Vukcevic. Can you tell me a little bit more about him and just the Washington Wizards in general?
Tristan Vukcevic. Okay, everyone out there, it's Tristan Vukcevic. Put some respect on the Peterson kid's name. I watched him grow up at Madrid. He would get some blowout run. Always wasn't afraid to come in and be aggressive, even in the blowouts. And then Peterson, as a 20-year-old, just in big moments in the playoffs, coming in and just being an energizer bunny off the bench and giving them a true spark. So the kid's super talented. I hope it doesn't change because he has an NBA uniform on, but he is super active. He will not stay in the corner. Instead of playing like a 7-foot guy, puts in the playbook, he plays more like a 6'8" wing. Like, we'll just throw his body around, constantly be around in the plays. And I just really hope that doesn't change. I think the kid has a chance. So with center being that bad, even though we're kind of forced to probably play Mangone now because of the Jazz situation. But Tristan Vukcevic is still very strong play there. And maybe Micah Potter played all the center minutes for the Jazz. And we can just slide in Tristan Vukcevic. As far as everyone, I think you're on mute. But as far as Johnny Davis is my lock. I love him. Quentin Jackson, if he starts, is interesting for MME. And that's about it for me.
Perfect. I mean, what was your thought on DJ Stewart?
I don't hate it. I mean, like, it's kind of like the same situation with Quentin Jackson. Whichever one starts between the two, I would have in the pool.
That's great.
Nothing for main team.
Yeah, 100%. And so let's go ahead and move on to the next game too. So that way we can have more time for props and questions at the end. The next game, Milwaukee Bucks, who played yesterday, going against the Phoenix Suns. So that's actually a great time to be had here. The Milwaukee Bucks sat Lindell Wigginton and AJ Green yesterday. I haven't projected in right now. I feel it was a back-to-back, right? It was a back-to-back. The reason why I have them in is because maybe they sat in the first game. They're going to play the second. I don't know. That's why it's also important to have these pivots. I don't want someone to get trapped with Nico Mannion and then it'd be like, oh, man, I got no one to pivot to or anything like that. But it's so much easier to pivot from like a guy like Wigginton or Green. I guess Wigginton just in general. You can go from Green to Mannion, Wigginton to like Jordan Goodwin, right? Or Marshawn Buchanan. And these guys like Buchanan had a terrible first half, and he absolutely got there in the second half. I mean, his upside is absolutely nice. I don't think a lot of people are going to be on him. He's in a crowded range in the stud region, and he's not going to be the most popular small forward tonight. It's going to be Agbaji, who's the most pricey too. I'm at 31.5. That number could probably go up a little bit too, but I'm a big fan of Buchanan. If Wigginton and Green were to sit, I mean, Mannion, you can't hate him at all at 4,500, but there's this question marks around him, and obviously your value – Andre Jackson Jr. Go ahead and talk to me about the Bucks just in general.
I will take Buchanan over Agbaji any day of the week. Any day of the week. And it's kind of similar to Dallin Terry. I don't think Agbaji is that good of an offensive player. I think he can get very nuclear hot from three. I think they're working on him to kind of be a lot more aggressive. So he's probably going to have like a new game sometime in Summer League. But I feel like consistently, if you add up all the fantasy points in the Summer League, they play 10 games, Buchanan's going to have like 15 to 20 more fantasy points than Agbaji. But tonight, like I said, oh, man, the Agbaji usage is going to be heavy, so got to have him in the pool. But I am slightly leaning Buchanan over him. I liked it for, first of all, just head-to-head, and I also like it for the ownership leverage too. And then as far as the other situation goes, I guess we kind of proceed with them as out until further notice. But even if they do play, like Andre Jackson's still so versatile. He can play the 1, 2, and 3. So definitely a value option there. And then obviously if they're out, Nico Mannion becomes a near lock for me again. He looks super good.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you got to be in the Discord too, everyone. If you're not already, we'll be the first to try and hop on the Milwaukee Bucks news at all. It's very critical today. Nico Mannion news, or just Lindell Wigginton and AJ Green news is going to impact guys like Nico Mannion, even a guy like Chris Livingston, and even help out like Marshawn Buchanan too. So very important to be in the Discord. Code SUMMER33, 33% off your first payment off a weekly or monthly subscription. You get all sports as well, not just Summer League. We'll go ahead and move on to the next team, which is the Phoenix Suns. This one's interesting because they haven't played yet today or this Summer League, and they have a couple guys that you definitely see.
Isaiah Todd plays for Memphis.
Yes, and Isaiah Todd plays for Memphis?
Yeah.
Let me check on that. But Jordan Goodwin, go ahead and lead off with Jordan Goodwin because he's a guy that we played a lot of during the season, I would say, just like last NBA season. Now he's going to be the primary focal point for this Summer League team. Are you on Goodwin at 8,500 tonight?
I have major PTSD from this Phoenix team as far as like going all in on a guy who all signs point to him being the usage king today. So yeah, he'll probably be decently chalky. I'll have him, but I'm not happy about it. I prefer the other guys more, but this squad looks legit terrible, like so bad. I don't know if they'll take the approach of just playing like literally a true 12-man rotation maybe, or if they want to get a good look at Jordan Goodwin as if he's not had more than enough NBA blowout season like type of run. I don't know what else you need to see from Jordan Goodwin, but yeah. So I play him. I'm not happy about it. And then the rest of the team is really bad. Marcus Carr could possibly be someone that has a high usage off the bench, I'm assuming. And then the rest are –
got news for you, Kurt. Isaiah Todd is a Phoenix Sun.
So he got traded.
Yeah.
Wait.
So he is definitely on the Suns. I did look at their articles and stuff like that today. I saw Isaiah Todd mentioned at the time. I just wanted to make sure my wires weren't crossed before I corrected yet.
But so he got traded from Washington and Memphis.
Be there. I'll go ahead and answer this question here too. This is about Vernon Carey. I don't think he's going to play. Technically, he can still play as part of the Summer League, as you were saying, Kurt, but it looks like if you looked at the Utah Jazz statement, he appeared in 2 Summer League games as part of the Jazz entry. Doesn't sound promising that he's going to play tonight. I think Vernon Carey is out tonight.
Which is why we'll talk about that next game, what we're doing there. But nothing else here for me. I don't think Isaiah Todd's good. I don't care if he's playing. I don't think he's good at the game of basketball. I think he's really fucking shitty, actually. So maybe he'll take some uses from Jordan Goodwin. Maybe all these guys will just suck ass because I don't want to play him.
How can you not mention this man right here?
He's on Thursday. What's this? See, this is what I'm seeing, bro. Todd was traded from the Suns to the Grizzlies on Thursday. So what did you just look at? And what have I said? Where do you play at, Todd? And do we give a shit?
We don't give a shit at all. But I will say, how do you not see Luis Alinde here, your boy from the EuroLeague?
Hey.
Yeah, a lot of Suns talent there. And I also want to say Pinder, if he starts, pretty sure he's Australian. Decent stats in the Aussie League. If he starts at 4,000, I don't think anyone's really going to be on him. He's one of my favorite tournament plays at the value position there, too. Let's go ahead and move on to the last game, and that is the Utah Jazz versus the Los Angeles Clippers. We'll go ahead and lead off with the Jazz because there's some news here. Vernon Carey, I don't think he's going to play today. He got waived about 4 hours ago. Was still researching to see if he would, be in or out of the Summer League team. We're going to guess that he's out. But Kurt, go ahead and lead off with just Vernon Carey news in general and then talk about the Jazz.
Okay, so Isaiah Todd has been traded. I'm looking right at the article, multiple articles. So he plays for Memphis. It probably just hasn't been finalized yet. So don't play Isaiah Todd and do not play Vernon Carey. And then for Utah, we're going to obviously Agbaji in your – it's really tough with the spin-ups today, but Agbaji's got to be in the pool. Keontae George, I'm just lower on him because he's been getting banged up like crazy. I don't know if it's just him laying his body out in the line, but he's got a couple of battles and bruises, so I think they might take it easy on him, maybe give him a rest day since they've already played 2. Micah Potter is damn near lock. He's played 33 minutes the past 2 games, and now you have Samancic out and Vernon Carey gone. I mean, the guy's going to play 30. It's kind of similar to what we saw with him with the Heat like last year in Summer League. He just plays like 35 minutes, and everyone's cool with that. So we're going to be ahead of it this time. We're going to play Micah Potter and just eat those minutes up for sure. I think you can also play – I'm hoping Nick Ongonda starts at DePaul. He put up some big games, can block some shots, can actually shoot a decent jumper from inside the three-point arc. So do not mind playing both of them, to be honest with you. And then shout out Tavian Kinsey from Marshall. Maybe they put him in a little bit, let him play some 4 because he can jump so freaking high. But the keys for me here would be Agbaji, Potter, and Ongonda, assuming he starts.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a good point on Potter. So I didn't up his projection too much in the mix of things, but Semanik is out. That's definitely going to help Micah Potter. He's going to be someone who is going to be popular today. 4,900, not bad at all. I'll go ahead and sing Agbaji's praises if you're not going to, because I love Agbaji. I love his game. I love the aggressiveness. I will 100%. I'm all over him tonight, Kurt.
What aggressiveness? What aggressiveness?
I think like you talk about like what minutes, just offensive potential. He was hitting the boards. He was effective in NBA games toward the last season.
Okay. I thought you offensively he takes a backseat a lot.
And that's the thing. He did that in Kansas. He wasn't very good on the glass or anything like that. That has changed a little bit. I think he comes into this league, and we always do this with second-year guys, or at least I always do it. Second year in the league, he has to prove that he's better than everyone out there, and he's going to do it, I think. And Agbaji, we know him from his Kansas days, where he's an All-American, I believe. He stepped into like the end of the last season and played really well. His price on DK, we played him a few times in the regular season. I'm not going to change it in Summer League either. He had a few good performances already in the Utah Summer League. I think he's a great play tonight. I do want to talk a little bit, on Gonda. So if he doesn't start, I'm going to have a pivot there, Kurt, just in case, because it is the last game of the slate. But if you were playing, would you play him at center only, or would you try and play him at utility?
So if he doesn't start, he still has to play. They can't expect Potter to man the 5 the entire time. Samancic is out. They don't have any choice. So maybe they give Ed Crosswell, the center out of Providence, some run, but I just don't see why it would not just be on Gonda, who's a much better player. So I think even if he doesn't start, he will. You're kind of back into a corner, but he'll still see the court. He just has to, which is fine.
Johnny Uzang.
I think he's just broken. I don't know what the issue is. I played him last Summer League, and he had all the opportunity in the world and just didn't take advantage of it. So I think he might just be broke.
100%. That's kind of where I was thinking. Man, 5,800 too, kind of a tall tag. He wasn't impressive in the Utah Summer League either. Kind of tough to back him here. But for the Los Angeles Clippers, this is a really intriguing team. This is a lot of teams that have very good points on the dollar here. Broderick Thomas, a guy who's going to come off the bench and absolutely chuck it every time he's in too. That's going to be fun. But I'm a huge fan of Diabate here. I think he is going to out-physical everyone. I mean, we saw it with Moses Brown yesterday, who just absolutely was a unit inside the paint. Diabate was very effective in the G League last season, and I just think he's going to step up tonight. He's going to say, like, hey, I'm bigger and stronger than anyone else here, and he's going to be exactly right. 5,800, you're getting a good price there. Xavier Moon, and at some point, you got to make a step up or else you're going to be out the league. I think he's going to kind of come in with a chip on his shoulder. If there's a projection that might seem a little too high, it might be Xavier Moon. But these numbers, I think it was this G League. He was putting up very good numbers as well. Hopefully it wasn't Xavier Cooks, but Xavier Moon instead. But yeah, he is now 27 years old. So yeah, 28 years old, Xavier Moon is. He's got to step up or he's got to get out the way, Kurt, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of guys you can kind of take some GPP shots on. I wouldn't play more than 2. And my 1 is already going to be a lock. Jason Preston's a lock. So I guess the other one, you kind of rotate Diabate, Moon, Jordan Miller, maybe take a stab on Broderick Thomas, but mostly just the Xavier Moon, Jordan Miller, Diabate 3. Just those 2. But definitely an emphasis on Jason Preston. I think he runs the show here. And then Musa Diabate was 3rd in the G League in rebounds. So it's always nice to kind of know that he's probably going to be a lock to get 10 boards, assuming his role was pretty decent. That's always nice to kind of fall back on.
100%. And Kurt, I have to say this about Preston because at the same time, I like he's a good play. I do think he's a good play. He's got to be more aggressive. I mean, you talk about a guy who needs to be aggressive.
He was hurt, man. He was a little bit banged up last year.
That's true. I'm hoping he takes a step up in terms of just aggressiveness, being able to drive the ball to the basket and do stuff. But he kind of worried me. It felt like he wasn't effective overall. In terms of getting people the ball and stuff, he was good at it, but just scoring for himself. So that's my one worry. But 5,500, you can do much worse than Preston. I mean, he's going to be a solid play tonight. I like all these guys. Kobe Brown, he's cheap enough. We talked about those first rounders where, they price him cheap enough to make you interested in. 6,300 for Kobe Brown. That's enough to make me interested in him as well. Jordan Miller, same way. I think I feel like we can confidently say these are going to be the 5 starters, the 5 guys I have up top. And that's one of the few teams that I can say that about today, especially on the last game of the slate. That helps out a ton. Kurt, do you have any underdog picks that you want to dive into? And we can also take questions. If anyone has any questions at all, rifle them into the chat, the YouTube chat, especially if you have a better chance of seeing it. I know we got guys picking us in the NBA chat. We'll definitely get back to you there too. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, shoot them in, and we'll put up our underdog props that we like here in a few.
Gosh, it's really hard to jam some of these guys in.
Yes, indeed.
This is tough. Let me head over real quick. Let's see. This is lobby. Okay. Memphis guys.
Great PRA prop. And I'm not saying this for, over under or anything like that, but it tells me I have to do something. And that's up Nate Darling's projection at 21.5 on underdog on PRA. They definitely saw he was very active last night, Kurt. I think that's going to be promising for him. And I only got him at 23.25 projection. I probably got it up that closer to 27, 28.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I like that. God, I mean, I can't jam all these guys. Yeah.
Ben Shepherd, a prop of 24.5 PRA.
Look at Victor's prop too. They're just hammer the under, and if these random dudes like Belmont, Brandon, if they kill us, fine. But they were not even close on Victor's prop yesterday. They are clueless when it comes to some of these rookies.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one out at you too. I like this number, but who was I looking at? Johnny Davis, 22.5 PRA, high, right? Or higher, over.
Yeah, I like the over.
Yeah, 100% over on Johnny Davis. So Johnny Davis, over 22.5 PRA. Ben Shepherd, under 24.5 PRA. Any other picks, too, that you're looking at here? Jordan Goodwin is at 27.5 PRA. That's real high, too. Preston, 22.5 PRA, too. So I got to adjust some of these guys here on the projections. Go ahead and take over while I do these projections.
You could hit the lower on Nico Mannions and hope that the other 2 guys play, or just Wigington. I mean, 21.5 is a lot. If he plays, I think you still have a chance.
All right. Favorite center tonight, Kurt?
Nick Ongonda.
Ongonda. Favorite shooting guard?
Sorry. Favorite is Jordan Goodwin shooting guard eligible? I guess it would be him. Under 9K, that means I can't play Johnny Davis, right? I'm assuming.
I would
not Johnny Davis. Then favorite 4,100. Justin Lewis or Nate Darling? Oof.
Yeah.
Did you not watch the end of the season?
He was really good toward the end of the season about Johnny Davis. All right, go ahead and answer questions and talk to the people, Kurt. I'm going to adjust the projections for us real quick.
I'm looking at they still have Samanchit's prop up. That's funny. I wish they could give us the other Utah guys. Post some more. They don't really have much on here. Man, I gotta do my lineup real quick.
Yeah, I'm doing all these
You might have
real
started.
quick. Yeah, any other questions too? Just keep rifling them in the YouTube chat. We'll stay with you up to lock and everything. Justin Lewis went up to 24 as well, making pink. So if you guys want, on our site, the NBA projections are there. You'll see me updating them live. You can go ahead and refresh. If they have a pink projection, that means their projection has changed recently. And so you'll notice these Bulls guys, I'm just kind of doing a little bit of housekeeping on them, making sure that everything is good as well. Who was the guy I was looking at? Freeman Liberty. That's who I changed. I'm like looking at all over for him, Kurt. Ongonda and Potter. You want me to change both those, right? Get them up.
Yeah, we need to bump those. Top 3 core plays you love. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my core now, actually, and then I'll just list it out loud to you. Take the under. He ain't playing. Who's not playing?
Oh, Semantic, I assume.
Oh, they keep refunding. I keep doing that, and they won't even, as they should. But my core will be. Oh, I didn't realize I already had it up. Johnny Davis, David Roddy, Kenny Lofton. Honorary spot there would be Mutha Diabate or Jason Preston. One of the two.
I'll give people one of my core pieces. They can probably guess the others from this show, but if you weren't listening, SOL. Diabate. Over. Or, no, Diabate is just my favorite play on the slate in general.
Diabate. Can I play JFL at the 3? No. Why is he only? That's so stupid.
Oh, I got to update. I got to get carry off the RPS site. All right, carry on. Semantic is gone. All right, good. I just got all the site projections are updated now too, so that's perfect for us.
Diabate gonna cook. 17-second knockout. Wow, who got the knockout? I played UFC today.
Let's find out. You made me nervous.
Aguilar.
Wow.
Also, Ross didn't win. I didn't have Ross, but I thought
I
about
had
it.
barely any Aguilar. Damn. That's a kick in the dick right there.
Are we looking at overlay? Oh, yeah, we are. Holy shit. Maine's going to overlay like crazy. Well, there goes nothing. Oh, boy. Round 1. Woof, woof, woof.
God,
by the way, guys, Maine's overlaying pretty, I think, by 1,000 right now. Probably going to.
You're shitting me. Damn.
Yeah. RIP Summer League. It is Saturday night, though.
I'm going to up Preston a little bit, too.
Summertime. Summertime. I just sit back and rewind.
This is if Moon doesn't start, I'm not interested, but his price at 5.2K is just so cheap.
He can score the rock.
Let's see here. All right. I'm thinking about Ben Shepherd here. Do you think he starts and stuff? Let's check it out. Boom.
Hell no. Guy sucks. I ain't even watch him play. They price these guys. Favorite point guard? I'll go Nate Darling or JFL, Freeman Liberty. Jason Preston's my favorite, but I figured you probably need a value. 4K Jazz dude, Nick on Jinda. I'm taking a chance on Bridgerton. I like that. Yeah, I'm really excited to watch him play. What is the best center play? Nick on Jinda or Tristan Vucevic from the Wizards?
So you're
high. You know what's funny is Burning Carry is going to be 10% owned.
Sheesh. I'm going to raise Jordan Goodwin a tad too. 38. Pink. Boom. All right. Kurt, I'm about to run my teams. Let's see what I get. Oh, wow. I got to X out of some guys real quick.
It sucks there's no one in the mid sevens. I keep falling on that range.
I like Agbaji a little bit more than Buchan.
It's because you're smoking crack. It's because you're smoking crack.
I'm definitely on the Agbaji wagon a little bit.
He's legit going to have, I mean, gosh. Semantics was taking decent usage. So, like, even he's gone now, too. So, it's like, oh, my Jesus. Could you play Moon and Preston together? Yeah. I think you can play 2 clips together, assuming they both start.
Moon and Preston together. Yeah, that's fine. I'm getting a lot of Pinder, man.
Just play it. Just lock in on agenda. Fuck it.
No.
You're a coward. You're just like, oh, don't lock in Kada. I'll play 60%. Duh!
Yeah, I'll play 50. I'll play 50% on Genda.
Play 100%. Remember last night I said lock a center? Didn't lock a center. What's funny is if they do something random like start Ed Crosswell, like just pivot to him easily. They have one of those guys is going to have to play. They can't run Micah Potter out there playing semi-small ball for 35 minutes. That's just straight cruel.
Who's Kata?
Huh?
Is that Kata beats the up?
No way he's in Summer League.
Yeah, I was going to say, who smashed the fourth quarter?
Who's Kata? Did you end up winning the early?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. How did Springer do?
Oh, Springer's so bad at basketball.
Yeah, he is. I should have played Turk Smith. How did Daquan Jeffries do? Daquan's not in either. How did Wiseman do? Oh, Wiseman's going nuclear. Yeah, I don't know how far I am behind. I'm 4th right now. Yeah, I don't have enough PMR remaining, so I'll take my chances.
What do I need?
Kavion Harris is going nuclear, bro. That's so lame.
Who is that? Jalen Harris?
Yeah.
The random guard from the Knicks. I need Marcus Garrett, and you need. Oh my God.
No, I need Jeffries, Springer. Yeah, Jeffries or Springer, basically.
Marcus Garrett is just washed. The guy legit sucks. Oh, Marcus Garrett just came in. Hell yeah. Oh, I made a shot. Hell yeah. Charlie Brown got a steal.
Play under 9K. Goodwin is not shooting guard eligible, Kurt, just so you know.
Okay, let me go peep this then. Shooting guard under 9K. That is not Johnny Davis. Oh, Dallin Terry. Yeah, we'll go Dallin Terry there. Just because I don't know what Memphis is going to do with Vince Williams. He DMP'd one game and then played 23 minutes the next. So I just assume that if he plays, he'll be under 25 minutes. That's how I'm proceeding. So let's go to Dallin Terry, who will play, even on the back-to-back, play more minutes. That kid has got to fix something. Jesus. Long Dong Tigers, here he comes.
All right, Kurt. Let's be on starters watch now for the first game.
I'm just going to start Googling players' names. Or Twitter searching.
That's what I do.
Have we had a game end yet? I don't think we have either of those games ended? Oh my gosh, we're behind. We're not going to get starters all night. Oh, this is going to be, it's going to be shambles, bro. Oh, please, God, Memphis be playing. Oh, my Lord.
I mean, I feel like we would have known by now.
Would we have? It's Summer League. It's legit Summer League. SL stands for suck and lose when guys get random DMPs.
You know, when you search Kenny Lofton today, so many people are referencing that Wemby game. Wemby kicked his ass that game. Don't let the highlights tell you anything different.
Right. God, De La Cruz went yard again. Holy balls.
think it's fine if Wigginton and Green were in maybe to fade the Milwaukee game, but Bucamp and Mannion could be really, really nice. So just be on your toes. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Be on your toes. Be on your toes for value. Moon and Liberty or Preston and Jackson Jr. Depends on the news. I would think Preston and Jackson Jr. is a really good play if Green and Wigginton were out. What's that?
I like 2.
It is storming here.
Bulls running same lineup? Oh, hell yeah. We got Bulls starters?
Hope so. Let's
Yeah.
check it.
Wait, that was yesterday. Sorry.
I'm just going to go Kenny Lofton in the first game, Kurt.
I mean.
Oh, wait. No, I'm going Darling.
So you're not going to play any of the Memphis guys?
With Lofton.
Please don't cuck us, Memphis. Please. They've done this so many times. More overlay in the main guys, by the way.
Boom, got my teams in. All right. Like you said, don't fuck us, Memphis.
I had to add one and not play Memphis just for safekeeping.
Got thunderstorms here.
Yeah, I had to play one with no Memphis besides Gregory Jackson, the guy who I think would get the bump. This is oh yeah.
All right, I'm going Darling Lofton in the first game. I got Potter and Goodwin, and then Diabate and Agbaji, of course. The other 2 spots is what it is.
Is it what it is?
Yeah, because I can't announce it without it breaking guidelines.
Which Potter was power forward eligible?
Boom. All right. Hey, it's not going to overlay too bad at all.
Fuck, I didn't get in my last change. No overlay?
Yeah, not really any too much to be worried about.
I'm glad I played freaking more teams than I wanted. Oh, fuck my life.
Patrice, I need him to show up for Philadelphia here. All right, so that's locked. We got 30 minutes till the next game. We're not going to stay on the entire time or anything, but should be fun. Kurt, any props that you kind of missed or anything like that?
I'm about to get passed by your other train. You're a straight up asshole, bro. This guy is a human cock.
Train.
This guy bails on Vegas and then just passes me with 2 trains. Oh my god, you were the worst, bro.
We didn't get news until the last second. I had to run a train for the Bean news.
You know, you're the worst. You hate me. You bailed on Vegas. You just, oh god.
Yeah, Vegas. It's a tough bail.
This is gonna cost me like $7.50. I'm in shambles.
Oh god.
Anyways, let's look at the ownerships.
Yes, 100%. Let's do that. Oh man, I'm falling backward in Summer League. So.
No, just kidding. That means I'm falling backwards too.
Darwin, 38%.
Oh, God, we're falling. No.
Lofton is 80%, Kurt.
Holy barnacles.
Freeman Liberty, 48%. Darling, 38%. Terry, 16%. Woo. Lewis, 12.73%.
Is Marcus Garrett doing something? Why am I just passed your other train.
He might be. Or I got turnovers.
I couldn't find a way to get. I freaking played Jalen Williams over Wiseman. Painful.
That is painful as can be. Oh, yeah. High ownership game. I didn't see the other Grizzlies or anything like that. Let me know if you do.
Oh, who do you have?
All right, Lofton's 80%.
Okay, yeah.
Roddy 38%. God,
I got one with Arabia. Let me find it.
Laravia. He's probably low on. Just can be favorite shooting guard.
5%. Why did no one like Laravia?
I don't know. The projection on him was weak.
It's because you made the projections, asshole.
I don't like him.
You said the projections were weak, bro. You made them, dog. What do you mean?
You got me confused with someone else. No, I got 100% Lariba. I just tanked his projection. No,
yeah, I'm dead.
I don't think I got any Lariba, man. I'm looking right now. Nothing.
I mean, you projected him for like 2.5x, so I hope
I got 8%. I got 4 lineups with him.
All right, I'm finding you a shooting guard, Beasley. I guess it's got to be Andre Jackson Jr. And then up top, you can play Keontae George. I was just a little worried about him being banged up, but on the short slate, I'm cool with that. But Jackson would be my favorite. And then a super duper duper dart, Marcus Carr for Phoenix.
Marcus Carr, like it.
Broderick Thomas, another guy you can take a dart on. But man, that Clipper team is full of guys that chuck. Like Keaton Wallace from UTEP, he also chucks. You like Davis more than Goodwin? Yes, I like Davis more than Goodwin personally. Moon and Liberty or Preston Jackson? We answered that one, right? Yeah.
Yep. All right. I think I'm all good right now. If any news pops in, be in the Discord or anything like that, thank y'all for joining us. We'll be live tomorrow, or Kurt will be. I'll be at the USA game for sure. You like Davis more than Goodwin? No, I like Goodwin over Davis. What about you, Kurt? Real quick, last question.
Davis. I mean, Goodwin got shipped off from this team because Davis got better. So
that is true. All right, everyone. Thank y'all for joining us, and have a great rest of your day. And good luck tomorrow with anything else that you guys have for Summer League. And I'll be back Monday. Kurt will be here tomorrow. And bye-bye.